Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, in deck number 845, we're talking about Spirits with Millicent, Restless, Revenant. For 7 mana, we get a 4/4 flyer. Of course, it has affinity for spirits. Essentially, that's what it is. Costs 1 less for each spirit you control. When this or another non-token spirit you control dies or deals combat damage, that's way better, you create a spirit token. This is what I'm talking about. So this is the white-blue spirit deck. So let's get into it. We're going to start with our mana acceleration and color fixing here. Soul Ring, Azorius Locket, Signet, Key Rune, and Cluestone. I know some of those don't get a lot of love. Well, they do for me, but 2 of them you can pitch to draw cards, so it's not terrible. The Commander Sphere, Marble Diamond, and Sky Diamond. Now, I have my card draw is a little different. I guess we'll go ahead and do card draw. You gotta have card draw in the deck. Call me the Crescent Moon it's the Walking Howling Mine. That happens to be a spirit, so that's kind of neat. The Distant Melody, since our creatures are going to make more creatures, I figure Distant Melody, it's decent in blue tribal anyway. Faithful Mending, going to give this a try. Yeah, you got to draw 2 and discard, but Sire of the Storm, it is 6 mana, but it is repeatable card draw. And you cast a spirit, you draw a card. That's not bad. Well, there's also the Arcane, right? If you cast an Arcane spell, you draw a card. Nobody plays with those, right? And that's all the more reason why I've included a few. So we have the 1, 2, 3. To Reach Through the Mist, just draws a card. Peer Through the Depths. And then Sift Through Sands. And yes, I did it. If you'll read Sift Through the Sands here, if you cast all 3 of those in the same turn, you can search your deck for the Unspeakable. Also a spirit. A huge spirit at that. With Flying and Trample. Now that that's out of the way, we've got, I guess this may be ramp. It is a cost reducer, for 3 cards, but moreover, it's a anthem for spirits. So let's look at our spirits. I've got spirits divided into 3 categories. Is a spirit, makes a spirit, and makes spirits better. So let's look at makes a spirit first. We have Haunted Library. A lot of these are new from the Crimson Vow Commander set. I like the Haunted Library. Whenever an opponent's creature dies, you can spend a mana and get a spirit. Spectral Procession, it's just a good rate. 3 mana, 3 spirits. Seriously. Hollow Spirit Keeper, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Makes a bunch of spirit tokens. Storm of Souls. This is kind of neat late game, maybe after a board wipe has happened. You can get all your creatures back, except their 1/1 spirits. Still got their abilities, though. Field of Souls. Love this card. It doesn't see enough decks. You lose a real creature, you get a token creature. Priest of the Blessed Graph. Where X is number of opponents who control more lands than you. We're playing white-blue. That might be everybody. Benevolent Offering. Of course, you choose a player. Now let's look at our actual factual spirit, shall we? Spectral Shepherd. In this, 2/2 flyer for 3, and just bring a spirit back to your hand. So if there's that one spirit that they just keep, and this is also something to think about, as a way around getting around multiple commander taxes. If your commander dies and you've already cast it 3 or 4 times, you can let it go to the graveyard, just spend 2 mana, put it back in your hand. Alabaster, or Angel of Flight Alabaster. At the beginning of your upkeep, you just get a spirit back. Try to do as much spirit synergy as possible, you know. When this spirit enters the battlefield, you get a, you know, or becomes a target of an aura, which probably ain't gonna happen. Shacklegeist. Tap 2 spirits to tap a creature you don't control. With the amount of token generation that we hope to accomplish, this seems very, very powerful. That we could block our, you know, block potential attackers or block potential blockers. Guys, this ain't draft, because why not, right? Catilda, Dawnheart Martyr. These are spirit bodies. They do cool things, you know. You can get an instant sorcery, cast it. Equal number of spirits you control, which is probably any instant sorcery that you have. But the ultimate, though, the Dragonskal Reaver, didn't get the reprint in the deck. But I didn't want to put this in the card draw section simply because you're not gaining life every turn. I mean, granted, you're going to look. If this makes contact, it's got double strike, so you'll draw 2 cards right then. But gain life, draw a card. That's a heck of a line of text. Ghostly Pilferer. Yeah, Remorseful Cleric. Twilight Drover. Also makes spirits. Bygone Bishop. Cast a small creature. Investigate. It's just not bad. I love the Guardian of Faith. Everything about it. The art, the card, what it does. It's beautiful. And it's a spirit. Dorothea. Karmic Guide. Spectral Sailor also kind of doubles as a little card draw. Albeit it's expensive, but you know, if you got it like that, I'll spend 4 mana on a card. Split the Heavens, Orbi. I mean, play buy one get one free spirits. Okay. Windborn Muse is a pretty good spirit. Dream Shackle Geist. Mischievous Cat Guys. This is just cute. I'm just saying. Shipwreck Sifter. And then, of course, the Dungeon Geist kind of doubling as that removal as well. Now let's look into Make Spirits Better. You know, Empyrean Eagle. Creatures you control with fly. Now, it doesn't say anything about spirits on here. I know that. But most of them fly. All your tokens are going to fly. And this is a spirit. And it's the 2 colors. It's like it was made for it. Patrician Geist. It's a spirit anthem. And spells you cast from your graveyard are 1 less. That's neat. Dragskull Reinforcements. Other spirits have melee. Wow. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to your spirits. So that, what is that? Blasphemous Act, Chain Lightning, Pyroclasm type effects. So that's kind of neat. Breath of the Sleepless. You may cast spirits as though they had flash. Wow. Whenever you cast a spell on your opponent's turn, untap up to 1 target creature. Not bad. Not bad at all. Rattle Chains. I love me some Rattle Chains. Target spirit gains hexproof. And you may cast spirits as though they had flash. The Dragskull Captain. Just good old-fashioned, you know. Supreme Phantasm. Same thing, another anthem. And then the Kindred Boon. Not a creature, but I like making spirits indestructible. I'm telling you that. Now, before we get to our removal, I've got an anti-wrath here. Your creatures gain indestructible instant, you know. But then we have our negate, arcane denial, and mana leak. Your mileage may vary with mana leak. It really may. If you draw it early, it's a hard counter. I mean, like I said, we play a tap-out format, but I have drawn it late game where there's, you know, mana doublers in play, and everybody's got 1,000 lands, and it is definitively better in the early game, yes. And I don't know. We have a disenchant, a rout, and a sword to plowshare. Well, those routes, I picked up those routes really, really cheap. It was weird. It's a good card. Now, let's look at our non-basic lands. We're going to breeze through the 2-color ones first. Port Town, Azorius Chancery, Irrigated Farmland, Guildgate, Tranquil Cove, Meandering River, Sagittary Refuge, Deserted Beach is decent. But then we have our search lands. I don't want to say fetch lands because it's Evolving Wild, Terramorphic Expanse, Myriad Landscape. Our tribal stuff, the Path of Ancestry, Unclaimed Territory. Command Tower is not tribal, but maybe it is. That's our tribe, isn't it? Temple of the False God. We do have some expensive cards. That's the reason why that's in there. Of course, a Rogue's Passage and a Moorland Haunt. Just to have some extra spirit-making capability. And that is it for Millicent. It's one of those cards that you look at and you have to say it in your head a couple of times before you try to say it out loud. Some of the stuff I just can't pronounce, which is weird because I took the time to learn how to pronounce, A.S.M.R's name. Who knows? Anyway, 8:45. We're gonna go put on the wall. That was done. Getting close. I have started planning for deck number 1000. I realize that's odd, but deck number 1000 I want to be very, very special. I know that we've got to hit 900 before we hit 1000, which is going to come up fast. But that would give me time to actually get the cards, build the deck, tweak it, get the right versions that I want. So anyway, that's all I have got for today. I do appreciate y'all watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead right down there and subscribe. But until next time, we're going to go ahead and shuffle and cut.